Lesson 15 talked about isotopes and atomic mass. So all the atoms of a particular element have the same number of protons. We talked in an earlier lesson about how the number of electrons can change. Well, the number of neutrons can also change. A different number of neutrons changes the mass of an atom. When you have a different number of electrons, it doesn't really, because their mass is so much smaller. We identify different numbers of neutrons by identifying each atom as an isotope. So an isotope is an atom of a particular element with a particular number of neutrons. All atoms are isotopes, meaning all atoms have a particular number of neutrons. Some isotopes are just more common than others. When we look at the periodic table for the details about a particular element, for example the element aluminum, we see a number directly below the element's symbol. In this case, the number is right here, 26.982. That is called the atomic mass. Atomic mass is the average weight of an element's isotopes. So the atomic mass takes into account how common the different isotopes are, and then calculates the percentage of each isotope to come up with the average weight. So to talk about a particular isotope of a particular element, we then use isotope notation. Isotope notation uses the symbol for the element, then adds the atomic number to the left on the bottom, and the mass number to the left on the top. So you'll notice that I put a 13 on the bottom on the left, copying the atomic number, and I put a 27 up here. That is representing the mass number. The mass number tells us how many protons plus neutrons. Quite often we will see the isotope notation without the atomic number, because that can easily be figured out simply by looking at the element symbol. Notice that this isotope notation is referring to an atom, not an ion. So it's telling us that the atom has the same number of electrons as protons, therefore a neutral overall charge. So I've, in this case, selected aluminum and given it a mass number of 27, meaning that it has 13 protons and 14 neutrons. That actually happens to be the most common isotope of aluminum. About 99.9% of all aluminum found is the isotope aluminum-27. So aluminum-27 can either be written as you see here, or it can be written out here, and this is how you say it no matter how it's written. You say it as aluminum-27. There are actually 22 different isotopes of aluminum, by the way. They range from aluminum-21 up to aluminum-42. But of course, this is by far the most common at 99.9%.